Hello, everyone. Just finished watching Monday Night Raw for August the 24th, 2026. I love the opening segment of LA Knight coming out, talking about how Roman Reigns keeps ducking him for a title shot. He thinks he considers him a frat, that's why. And he finds it hilarious that Rey Mysterio, love how he said that, has put a bunch of cruiserweights in a tournament where the winner fights Roman Reigns. He said, we know dang well none of these cruiserweights are going to beat Roman Reigns for that world title. Roman's just ducking him. So Sikoa came out. They talked about how now they're teaming up against the Bloodline. Now it's 4-on-2, but the numbers are still against them. The Usos came out. The Usos said Roman ain't here tonight because of what happened last week at LA Knight and Sikoa Rose playing DDT. Simone spiked him. 2 moves. Roman's got to take a week off just from 2 moves. That was hilarious. And now that they got these beads around the neck that are black, they're the captains. They get to call the shots around here. So they go to say something, and Solo stops him. Like, I know what you're going to say. You two versus us two tonight, the main event. And Jay's like, yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Solo said, exactly, I know what you're going to do. So your main event's made there for the segment. You open the match. 4 months ago, Stephanie McMahon got attacked backstage with Judgment Day and put on the shelf. She's back, and she took on one of the women of Judgment Day, Roxanne Perez, with Raquel Rodriguez, the Morgan at ringside. I love Roxanne's running scissors kick across the back. That's cool. That awesome Hurricanrana into a face buster. That's awesome how she does that. She had an awesome, perfect Shining Wizard. Stephanie McMahon just smashed her face repeatedly off the mat 10 times. Super kicked her right in the face as she came off the ropes. That was a brutal shot right there. Picked her up and whipped her in the ropes and just leveled her with a clothesline. But then every time she got go up the top rope, Raquel would distract the referee, and now Roxanne would shove her off the top rope, trip her off the top rope. Roxanne had a nice octopus stretch applied. Instead of McMahon transitioned that into octopus stretch of her own. And I love how Roxanne got out of it. She ran and smashed Vicky's face into the corner to break out of the hold. Becky Lynch came out. And that allowed Stephanie McMahon to grab hold of Roxanne, spinning around Styles Clash into a code breaker for the 1-2-3. After the match, after Becky had took care of Raquel and Liv outside, got in the ring, and she basically went to Stephanie McMahon like this: 3-on-2, 3-on-1. Choice is yours, and left. Trying to convince Stephanie McMahon, let's team up. At least that way it's only like a 3-on-2 against these women, not 3-on-1. And Stephanie McMahon is like, you can tell by her facial expression she's considering it, but she's still hesitant if she could trust Becky or not. That was a good opening match. I just wish it was more action-packed than what it was. The 2 semifinals of this tournament happened. Penta took on one of my favorite cruiserweights of all time, the Parka from WCW. This is the 3rd person Corey Graves said that is donning the Parka outfit throughout the career. That's cool. The Parker, this guy did that awesome dance the Parker did into her Hurricanrana. Did that bone breaker finisher like the Parker and this dude pitched perfectly. And that's really all he did. Penta just destroyed him. Back cracker out of the corner. Irish whipped him in the corner. Penta driver out of that corner. Canadian destroyer off the ropes. Penta easily advances into the finals of the tournament to take on the winner of the next match I'm going to talk about, Dragon Lee and Rey Fenix. These guys, to me, put on an amazing match. High-flying, spectacular showdown these guys put on well. They kept dodging each other's moves from the get-go. Dragon Lee did an awesome Tiger Bomb, Power Bomb. Rey Fenix kicked out of that, inside cradle. And Dragon Lee kicked out of that, and Rey Fenix grabbed him, did like an awesome spin and flip, sit-down Power Bomb. That was awesome. Dragon Lee did those awesome kick strikes he does in the corner. Rey Fenix did that awesome signature running soccer kick to the face off the ropes. Dragon Lee came off the ropes, and Rey Fenix caught him with a super kick and sent him flying through the ropes to the floor. Went to do a move over the ropes. Dragon Lee moved out of the way, so Rey Fenix crashed to burn on the outside. Sat him on top of the announce table. This is awesome, folks. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely check out this move. Got back in the ring, dove through the ropes, cannonball style, cleared the outside, picture perfectly hit Rey Fenix on top of the announce table and sent him flying to the announcer's lap. Got him in the ring, top rope double stomp. I'm like, wow, maybe they're going to throw a curve here, a swerve. And because everybody knew that the tournament bracket that Penta Ray Phoenix would be the finals of the tournament. That was a given because the way it's set up. I was thinking, man, Dragon Lee just hit the top rope double stomp off that awesome move to the outside, off the outside. I thought he won it, folks, but Ray Phoenix kicked out in the nick of time. Dragon Lee couldn't believe he kicked out, went for Operation Red Dragon. Ray Phoenix countered that, spit a muscle buster, advances into the tournament. Unfortunately, the faces brought up Penta in the finals. That's going to be an awesome match next week on Raw. In the tournament finals, where the winner will face Roman Reigns or lose, and Roman easily, successfully keep the world title. I just wish that Dragon Lee were advanced off that 2-move combo he did, but nope, they give it to Ray Phoenix. Big Cass, finally, 4 weeks since his return, had some in-ring competition. He took on the rival of his, Javon Evans. Javon Evans, man, smart for the get-go. Once that battle ring, knows his speed. Kick strikes, punches the guts, punches the face, just like ducking a dive and Big Cass and hit moves. The outside did that, like running clothesline over the barricade, sending Big Cass into the timekeeper's chair. Just pummeled him in the corner. Big Cass had enough. One massive blow, demolition star across the back of Javon Evans. That was it. Grabbed hold of him by the pairs, threw him into the barricade, picked him up, sidewalk slammed him big time. Tossed him in the ring, and all this time this is happening outside. The referee's not counting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nothing. He just standing there and letting him go at it. Thought that was hilarious. Gets in the ring, and Javon Evans catches him with that spin kick as he's coming for the ropes. Then he stops and waits for Big Cass to get up to jump off the ropes for that diamond cutter. Big Cass just boot him in the face as he spun around. 1, 2, 3, winner Big Cass. After he left, Dominic Mysterio, JD Maduga ran in for the fans, beat down Javon Evans, laid him out big time. After JD Maduga held his legs, and Dominic had a top rope frog splash on Javon Evans. It was a good match. I just didn't like how the finish was. How like Javon Evans just stood there and waited for Big Cass to get up to jump off the top rope. Like do another move, then do the finish, right? Don't just wait. I guess Dominic Mysterio is done feuding with Van Helsing, and now is going on to feud with Javon Evans. That poor guy. Former Intercontinental Champion. Now he's down and fighting low card people. Main event. The Usos against Solo Sikoa, LA Knight. LA Knight just talking to Jimmy Uso. I love that. Irish whipped him in the corner. Neck breaker out of the corner. Picked him up. I was going to deliver out. Irish whip in the corner. Neck breaker out of the corner again. Top rope elbow drop. Just destroyed Jimmy. Jay got in and delivered, I don't know how many super kicks to Solo, but he wasn't going down. Him and Jimmy finally delivered a double team super kick, knocked Solo down. And they went to work on him, and Solo just fought right back, tagged in LA Knight. They had a sequence of 3 double team moves, one after the other on Jimmy. Double team elbow drop, double team stomps to the corner, double team. What was the third one? Sorry. Double team stumps to the corner. Double team elbow drop. Oh, double team running butt butts in the corner. That's what it was. And Jay's just standing there, like, watching his brothers just to get demolished. Suddenly, Wars Keys is back. He's turned heel. He runs out with 2 guys with bandanas over the faces, so you don't know who they were. If you've watched NXT, you knew who these guys were. They were Bronco and Price, O-Team Out of the Mud. I still love that name of the tag team, O-Team Out of the Mud. Apparently they've been caught up in the main roster. I did not see that coming at all. Because these guys have been on NXT for a few years and they haven't won any titles. And they haven't been in any big major feuds. And they've been basically low card and they're caught up on the main roster. Anyways, they helped Royce Keys just destroyed everybody. I mean everybody. Even poor Solo Sikoa, his friend. He just drove Solo's face into the steps. Picked him up and just spine busted him big time. Then like Jay and Solo was outside, he lined him up, picture perfectly, ran, speared them both for the barricade. In the ring, Bronco and Price is just pummeling away on LA Knight and Jimmy. They put Jimmy for the announce table with a double team flapjack. Royce Keys just spine busted Jay big time. LA Knight got double teamed by Out of the Mud. And Royce Keys said to LA Knight by the ropes, like, you didn't come 2 weeks ago to help me. when Jacob Fatu was beating me up. Smashed the steps into his face. Looked at Solo Sikoa as where were you 2 weeks ago? Smashed the steps into Solo's face. The show ended with the Usos laid out, LA Knight laid out, Solo Sikoa laid out, and Wars Keys in the ring with Out of the Mud, standing tall. So I love the fact that Wars Keys mentioned why he was attacking his friend Solo and LA Knight, who they were teaming up with a couple months ago, fighting the Usos, Jacob Fatu. Is because 2 weeks ago, remember, when Jacob Fatu attacked Wars Keys in a street fight and beat him up after the match, they were nowhere to be found. So I love how he brought that up as he was beating them up. That's why. Next week, the only matches announced is the tournament finals. Penta, Rey Fenix, the winner faces Roman and will lose. Roman successfully retains world title. And the other match announced for next week is Saruka, Regal Rodriguez, number 3. This is the third match of the feud. They each won a match over the Women's Intercontinental titles. So there's a rubber match between them. Speaking of Saruka, backstage, she was confronted by Valkyria, and Valkyria's like, how about next week you don't fight Regal, I fight her. I beat her for the title, then you and me have a title match. Ruka's like, no, why would I step aside and give you a free title shot? I beat you last week to earn this title shot. And Valkyria looks at Saruka, and Io Sky walked up and was like, remember what I did to Bayley. Don't make me do what I did to her to you. And she walked away, and Io Sky is like scared of Valkyria. And Valkyria walks back up, and she like steers right at her. That was hilarious. There's a contract sign that happened tonight between Obafemi, Braun Breaker, Paul Heyman out in Paris of the ring. They exchanged some words of who's going to beat who for the first time ever when they collide next weekend at Sunday night's main event. And the words came to blows, and Austin Theory ran in to help Braun Breaker. He really didn't do much. Obafemi clothesline Breaker over the ropes to the floor, and powerbomb tossed Austin Theory for the tables out in the ring. That was awesome. Backstage, Chad Gable was approached by Ethan Page, who wants a free title shot, and kept saying why he deserves one. And Chad Gable's like, I was going to give you one until you kept running your mouth and saying why you think you deserve one. You just lost your title shot, walked away. I love that. He's like, I was going to give you one, but then you ran your mouth, now you lost it. That was hilarious. My thoughts, folks, the best match tonight was Rey Fenix and Dragon Lee. I did love this surprise heel turn of Wars Keys and the surprise call-up of OTM and the beatdown they delivered on the Usos, Solo, and LA Knight, which is brutal. And Jacob Fatu, he was told before the match, stay in the back, but the Usos, like, last week he didn't try to help us when we get beaten up. LA and Solo, Jacob Fatu's like, Roman told me to stay in the corner, so I do what the Tribal Chief said. And you don't tell me what to do. And Jey Uso, like, yeah, we're the captains now of the Bloodlines. You fall in line with us. And we tell you to stay in the back. Don't come out no matter what. He didn't come out. So, I'm pretty sure the Usos ain't going like that. Roman too. But hey, he's following orders. What do you expect the guy to do? To disobey the orders, right? He's following them to a T perfectly. I love that. I'm wondering next week you might see maybe Becky Lynch fight Roxanne or live one-on-one, and Stephanie Figueroa come out and help her win, and then like maybe decide to finally team up with her or not. I think it might happen next week as I had a match. I'm going to end my videos now with a little trivia thing. I'm going to try this out, see how it does. I'm going to talk about a certain group or a certain wrestler by giving you some clues. And when I do my Friday night SmackDown highlight video this Friday night, I'll give away the answer of who it is. I'd like to see in the comments below who you think I'm talking to. The first one I'm going to talk about is a group of people. They were back in the Attitude Era. This group of people, they all wore the same collars, black pants, white shirts, with ties, bow ties. There was a woman in the group. Their group didn't believe in certain things that was happening back in the WWE back then, and they took care of people that fit that style, like the Dudleys, the Hardys, and that, and DX as well. Like what DX did, they censored it all the time. One guy's finisher was a super kick. The other guy's finisher was top rope money shot, splash. One guy's finisher was Boss Man Slam. The woman in the group really didn't have a finisher. She just kept hitting people with like a, not a single cane, but it was kind of like a cricket board or something like that. And the other person in the group used to do a thing called the whole train, but it became the good train. That's all the clues I'm giving you. I'd like to see in the comments below if you guessed who this group is I'm talking about. And I'll give you the answer this Friday on the SmackDown Highlight video. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.